Hey everyone, it's Bryson here. So we've all heard it, right? ArknightsEndfield has no content. There's nothing to do in this game. It's just do your dailies and log off. Well, hearing that got me wondering, how true are these statements? Today, I'm going to answer that question by diving into the endgame of ArknightsEndfield and giving an honest review and perspective of the game and if it's worth your time to start playing the game as of patch 1.4. Before we get started, I'd like to say, as of the uploading of this video, I'm probably about to hit 100 subscribers, which is a huge milestone for me. It may not seem that big, but I only started uploading videos about a week ago, and I had no idea how this was going to go. I just made things I liked and uploaded it, and people responded well. So thank you guys very much for being here. If you're here, only about 2% of my viewer base is subscribed and 98% is not. So if you like what I do here, consider subscribing for more ArknightsEndfield content and also more gacha game content in the future as I, learn and expand and try new things. I'm really looking forward to going on that journey with you guys. So just thank you so much for everything you've done so far, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So before we can review the endgame of ArknightsEndfield, we have to first define what I qualify the endgame as. I define the endgame of ArknightsEndfield as follows. It assumes you have completed all quests, including the main story quest, side quests, and the character story quests. You have fully explored every zone on all of the region maps, collecting all the chests, aura line, all things like that. You have 100% completed both the Space Salvage and the Umbral Monument. Both are technically endgame modes, but they are permanent content that once they are completed, there is no reason to replay them. So once you finish them, I can't really consider it part of the endgame because you don't really interact with them anymore unless they get updates. Besides that, the last thing to define the endgame is it assumes you have fully upgraded every single depot node, stock redistribution facility, recycling node, AIC factory plots, and the Dejong and its chambers. So, now that we've defined what the endgame in ArknightsEndfield is, what content is left for me to do every day? Well, I have put the following pieces of content into categories that we are going to tackle individually and review and talk about. Those categories are dailies, weeklies, events, sanity usage, and metal hunting. I believe that these categories can truly quantify what the endgame is in ArknightsEndfield as somebody who's been playing since day one. So, let's get into it. First off is our dailies. These are activities that refresh every 24 hours at server reset. The main daily activity is to complete the new tasks in your operator manual for rewards. You get points, ranging from 20 to 60 points per task when you complete them, and you get full rewards for the day when you reach 100 points. These tasks take about 10 minutes or so of your time to complete. It's basic stuff you were going to do anyways, such as logging in for the day, leveling your operators and your weapons, etc. When you do this, the rewards you receive equal about 200 aura barrels, operator XP, sanity boosters, protocol pass XP, as well as a bunch of other good this and that's to level up your characters. The next bulk of your daily routine will consist of completing the deliveries from your depot nodes. These reward a decent amount of stock bills for the region that you complete the delivery in. You basically pick up a package from your depot node and deliver it from point A to point B, all while keeping the package in a good condition. This takes about 5 to 10 minutes to complete all of them. You can set up a zipline route if you want to go from your depot node to the delivery point to make it a little bit faster, or you can do it on foot if you don't care and you enjoy the scenery, or if you can't be bothered at all, you can just start the delivery and send it to one of your friends on your friends list, and then they can complete it for you. Just be warned, if you do this and they mess up the quality of the package, you will get significantly less rewards than you would if you just did it yourself. So it's really up to you how you want to tackle your deliveries every day. After you complete your deliveries, you can move on to completing the environmental survey quests. These take about 5 minutes or so to complete and reward you with a decently large amount of stock bills. All you have to do is go to the quest location and take a photo of the target. That's it. These refresh about every 2 days or so they're not quite a daily, but they are something that you should check on every day to see how long you have to wait before the next one comes in for you. These are very good, very quick, and you get a lot of bills for doing it. Next up is the Trial Arena in Sword Vault Dale. This place lets you gamble on a blackjack-style game to attempt to get as many stock bills as possible by clearing out waves of enemies. You draw a card from the pile, and the rewards go up. Be careful though. If you go over the maximum reward value, your rewards are reset to 0, and all of the enemies' levels go up to 90 instead of 60. You can tell if that's happened because the screen turns red and it looks bad and scary. You can use a few reset attempts to counteract bad luck though. There is a bit of skill and luck to this game, but once you get used to it, you can easily clear 500,000 stock bills per day on this on most days. Do not forget to upgrade this facility ASAP. After you've gotten all your bills from the day from the Sword Vault Dale, you can go spend them in the stock redistribution hub by purchasing elastic goods. Here, you can check the stock price of these items by looking at the red down arrow to see that a price is costing lower today than it normally did. You can purchase that, and then check your friend's price list to see which one has a green up arrow. That means that the price of that item on their world is more than it is normally, and you can sell it for a large profit. You just hop on over to your friend's ship, and you sell it at their stock redistribution hub in the corner of the office, and it's easy profit for literally nothing. You can easily make 1 to 2 million stock bills per day, if not more, depending on your RNG with the stock price of the packages. This is a fantastic way to make a ton of bills every day, and it's going to be probably your biggest income of the day if you do this. You can end your daily adventures by going to the Dejong and collecting all your material from your chambers and collecting the materials from your recycling nodes via the remote collection function. If you still want to do some more daily optimizing after that, you can go and collect all the operator materials from the rare resource nodes scattered across the world of Talos 2. All in all here, you're looking at about 30 minutes or so of daily activities each day in the endgame of ArknightsEndfield. This is about the average amount of content across competing titles in the gacha space, so nothing too crazy here. Weeklies. There are 2 main weekly activities to complete in ArknightsEndfield. The weekly task list resets on Mondays at server reset. You get a list of weekly tasks to complete in a similar vein to the daily task list. These have a point system as well, ranging from 1 to 5 points per activity completed, with the total rewards being claimed at 10 points. The harder the tasks, the higher the points rewarded. The full rewards given at the end of each week are 500 ore barrels, 40,000 T-creds, as well as a ton of other good things to upgrade your operators. The tasks vary, but really aren't too hard to get done. The 2 5-point tasks can pretty easily be knocked out in about 10 minutes or so, and there you go, you're done with your tasks for the week and you got all your rewards. The other weekly activity is the Echoes of War game mode. This is an endgame challenge mode, similar to the Spiral Abyss from Genshin Impact, or the TOA from Wuthering Waves. The floors update about once every 7 days. This is a new mode as of patch 1.4, so it could be subject to change, but so far, this is how it works and how they're saying it's going to continue to work. This mode consists of 3 battles, all on a timer, with total rewards given for completing the max difficulty called Brutal. You can challenge this Brutal difficulty mode after completing all the prerequisite difficulties. Brutal mode features harder enemies and a bonus challenge with a strict time restraint. Completing Brutal mode plus the bonus challenge rewards you with the Lustrous rank icon, and it will be displayed on your profile. Basically, it's just bragging rights. This does, however, unlock the Brutal difficulty by default on the next season cycle, so you don't have to do the normal and the hard difficulties to get to Brutal, so it can help speed things up a little bit every week. Once you've completed both the weekly task list and the new Echoes of War cycle, you're basically done with your weekly activities. You can rest easy and just do your dailies and other things until the next week on Monday when it all resets again. So, we played for about an hour. We've conquered both our dailies and our weeklies, but we are still frothing at the mouth for more things to do on Talos 2. What else is there to do? Well, we can open up the Events tab and see what other kinds of things Hypergriff has in store for us. Events cycle in and out every few weeks or so and are varied in their gameplay. Some events focus on combat, some on exploration, some on parkour, the list goes on and on. The one thing about ArknightsEndfield and their events is there does not seem to be the minigame syndrome seen in other gacha games, where it's just like some little bullshit you're doing that doesn't really have anything to do with your characters or anything like that. ArknightsEndfield really focuses on letting you use your built characters to complete these events. Even when it's not a combat event and it's a puzzle-based event or an exploration-based event, it normally lets you pick the character you want to take rather than forcing you to take the main character. There is no real timeline on completing these events either. As long as you complete the entire thing before the deadline, you're free to play at your leisure here. There's no real FOMO or anything like that. After that though, we are kind of done with all of our endgame content in ArknightsEndfield. Just focus on 100% completion of everything, like collecting all the game's medals. Medals are ArknightsEndfield's take on achievements. You can tackle harder challenges to get the medals upgraded to the trimmed status, which gives them this rainbow fancy glow. And just use your sanity every day to prevent it from overcapping. I recommend using this order of operations on your sanity usage. It's what works for me, and it may work for you too. Level your main team to level 80 or 90, depending on how much their DPS contributes to the team. Level your main team's weapons to 80 or 90 using the same metric. Level all relevant abilities to level 9 or higher. And then you can repeat the process for the rest of your roster after that. Once you have a playable team, you're good to go. You don't need multiple teams in this game like other games. You get the one, and you're pretty much done. I do not recommend using your sanity on maxing out the levels of your weapon essence until everything else is completed first, as this takes a bit of RNG and a bit of a time commitment. You'd rather get guaranteed value from your sanity investment first before gambling on the essence system. I would also like to mention gearing and fully artificing your operator's gear sets. This takes a lot of stock bill investment and a lot of purchased artificers from the stock redistribution hub, so don't rush this too much. I would focus on your main DPS, make them able to carry you through all the content in the game, and then focus on this afterwards. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So yeah, overall, I would say there is a good amount of content in ArknightsEndfield even after entering the true endgame. I can see why people would feel as though there isn't a lot to do here, but I mean, to even get your account to the point that mine is in this video, it took me about 200 hours of playtime. That is a lot of time invested in a game. Even modern JRPGs that you purchased for $60 don't have that much time required to 100% because there's not that much content in the game, and ArknightsEndfield is completely free. With that said, I can wholeheartedly agree that the endgame in ArknightsEndfield is very solid, with a bunch to do and look forward to, without requiring so much of your daily time that you can't play other games or do other things. It has a very nice gacha life balance. If you're on the fence about ArknightsEndfield and have been looking for a reason to get started playing it, let this video be it. You will for sure enjoy your time with it, and the story has been phenomenal so far, and it just keeps getting better and better with every patch, especially the bomb dropped at the end of 1.4. It is my personal favorite gacha game on the market right now, and I know it's a lot of your guys too. Again, I am on the journey to 1,000 subscribers, so if you enjoy my content, please consider giving me a sub or a like, and stay tuned for my future videos. Bye bye!